Jersey. Um, Worked for almost 2 months solidly trying to catalog what I think is one of the most interesting auctions I've worked on in a while, certainly. It's a single owner collection, and I'm going to bet that most of you haven't seen anything quite like it. So, a real quick tour of some of the fun stuff that I've seen. One of the things, obviously, is we've got these fabulous pre-war slot machines. One-armed bandits, you might call them. Trade stimulators, some of them, and they are all mechanical. There's nothing electronic here. They all work, they all have their keys, they're all operational, and most of them are filled with money, by the way, for what that's worth. And it's a really amazing collection of mechanical objects. Some of them, like this, which is the Pulver gum vending machine. All right, pretty rare object. Or perhaps the Seven Bells in original condition, original paint, original everything. This is something called African Golf. There's only one other one known. You've got this little fella here, which is an electric shocker. This is the only one of these known, of that model. And they go right up through World War II, where you have something like this, which is the kick the football, kicker and catcher, which I personally like. You've got propaganda machines from World War II. All right, for those, you would put these in a bar and encourage people to not only drop money, but maybe buy war bonds. You have these original pin tables or pinball machines. They're not electric. These are mechanical pinball machines. And it's quite a collection. Then you can see here also, you've got a whole run of Edison machines, Edison cylinder machines. And some of these are the best of the best. You've got Edison operas and Edison squares. Not to mention, besides all the machines, we've got all the cylinders. So lots of these things for people to work with. You have the original Berliner phonograph for you stereo junkies. This is the original phonograph that you might recall from the old RCA Victor Lag. There it is. He hears his master's voice. That's a Berliner. You've got a typewriter collection. Early 20th century, late 19th century typewriters. Many of these things come with their original papers, their original boxes. It's very unusual to see this. You've got things that dance on your Victrola, like dancing Uncle Sam kicking the Hun, or perhaps you want Siam Sue with her original box. You've got something like an original Thomas Edison advertisement, tin advertisement. And then you've got a pretty incredible library, which includes lots of medical books and lots of historic books. For example, this is the very first medical book written in English, 1575. So these books span 400 years of medicine. You have things related to the slave trade, like billboards warning people to not be caught on the street, or inventories of estates, which include slaves. This is one of my favorite historic pieces. It's a book by Falconbridge, 1788. And this publication was made by a guy who was a surgeon on a slave trader. And he was so appalled by what he saw, he actually became an early abolitionist and one of the founders of Sierra Leone. You've got lots of Black Americana. You have early radios, mechanical banks. Some of these are incredibly rare examples with original paint. In this case, there's one with the original box, which is never, ever found that way. Original box, original literature. And I would say overall, it's really a pretty incredible collection. So if you have some time and you want to come down either today, Monday, tomorrow, Tuesday, the 14th and 15th of November to Nye & Company. You should check out the preview. The auction is on the 16th. Starts at 10 a.m. and you would be able to find the auction at nyeandcompany.com and click on the auction catalog and see some of the things that you really won't believe.